All right. So maybe like a week ago, I went. I was trying to bookmark some of the new jobs that Nissan and Cross has been coming out with through Social Club, and it would not let me bookmark these jobs. I was like, "What the heck is going on right now?" Um, and then we ran some jobs, and I tried to bookmark them from my recently played, and all of a sudden this notification came up that I had never seen before, and it said max number of jobs have been bookmarked. Delete some bookmarked jobs in order to bookmark new jobs, essentially. And I wish I'd have taken a screenshot of it then, because since then I have deleted some just to delete a few. Um, but yeah, I have so many bookmark jobs. I've never heard of this message. Um, Bizarre. So I mean, I was in the hundreds. Like I said, I've deleted a few already. Um, so that's the goal. I mean, with this stream, not my usual type of stream, but the goal is to get rid of some of these old jobs that I'm never gonna run, that I'm never gonna want. So um, that's just kind of how I am. I just kind of like collect things and keep them forever, and I never use them. But yeah, so I'm kind of committing to the tedious process of just, you know, taking a look at it, like kind of considering, like, is this something I will ever be interested in again? If the answer is yes, or maybe, then I'll probably keep it. Um, but if the answer is no, this is stupid, this sucks, then yeah, I'm just gonna delete it immediately. So yeah, it's a tedious ass process. Like I said, it's you're gonna see the amount of jobs I have bookmarked is insane. Um, Again, I'm a collector of things, so it's difficult for me to get rid of things. So part of my brain always wants to be like, well, you might use it in this scenario, or you might want to run this with this guy, or whatever, you know what I mean? So, or, this is sentimental because this is an old job you ran with a bunch of buddies back in the day. So, yeah. It's tough for me to delete shit, but I've gotten to the point to where like I definitely need to get rid of like at least 50 jobs. Um, so let's just get into it. Shit, just chilling here, as we do. Performance RT looking crispy. Um, yeah. Again, you're gonna see like why does anybody need this many jobs? Um, The last time I did this, I put in, I can't remember, it was 2 hours, 3 hours, and I only made it to the D's. As you can see, my first page is just starts with characters, and this is where it gets difficult. Like, I'm not going to spend any time on this first page because I've already gone over it fairly well. But, I got face to face. I like that. This is a really weird, fun BMX track. Not track, but kind of race that goes vertically down a tube of just rotating shit. I don't know, like a meat grinder. Um, I love troll boxes. This is not a Geordie or a JR one. This is a Wessel one. I even played this for a minute, and I was like, I kind of think I remember playing this, but might be some value in this. I don't know. Um, this is just, it's just like these are all fun in some way, so I don't really want to delete them forever, especially if I'm never going to find them again. Um, Again, more troll boxes that are not made by my favorite troll box creators, but still interesting in some way. These haha jobs, they were pretty fun. They're just races. Bunch of BMX shit, but so where the real work comes in is what is this job? Because I don't even remember most of them. And it's like, I gotta run this for a minute to see if I want to keep it. If I don't, come back to the list, find it again, delete it. So yeah, that's kind of the process for the day. If you are watching this after the fact, you're gonna see a lot of really old drift jobs that might have used to be relevant in like 2017, 2016 maybe. I wish they had dates on them because there's some really old drift jobs in this. Um, but yeah, I mean, if there's no value, I don't want it. Like, if it's stupid, I don't want it. I mean, there's obviously some creators in here that I'm just not going to ever delete. Like, I'm never going to delete a cross track. Never going to delete a Nissan track. Never going to delete a Bambi track. I've also heard a lot of these Bambi tracks are more relevant in the way that they run now than they did with low grip. So, BMX and foot parkour, I friggin' love foot parkours and BMX parkours. If they suck, I think I might have even tested a lot of these already, like before I got to the D's. I got to the Drift That Shit films jobs and kind of stopped. I'm like, that's a good bookmark. Well, not bookmark, but place marker for like where I left off. BMX LaSalle, those are just legendary. Like, cross. Yeah, if you ever see this cross, I'm not deleting the BMX LaSalle's. BMX Sky Tour, God, there was a point where I was trying to find this job forever. It's ridiculous. You just can't really tell from the thumbnail, but those two red walls have like a foot gap in between them. There are actually two red walls that go all the way down to the ground. You just handlebar grind down the entire thing. Like, insane. Really difficult to stay on, but really fun kind of troll your friends kind of job. This is tough because like Chris tracks, super old. I might go back and run them. I don't know. GTA 6 is coming out next year. Like, that's a while. Like, we got new tracks that are coming out that are relevant, but again, I only really want to delete like 50 jobs. So it's going to be hard. But again, I only made it to the D section, and I probably deleted like 10. So I'm sure I'm going to find a lot more jobs that are stupid that I never want to run again beyond the D section. So this is where we left off. I basically got to Drift That Ship Comp Trail. So yeah. There's some like Noriaro Bushido tracks that I don't really ever want to delete. Just tons of cross tracks just throughout. But yeah, so we're just going to pick up where we left off in Nissan's jobs. Fortunately, his all start with Drift That Shit, so this is just a solid block of keep, So yeah, here's some questionable tracks. I don't remember Jake Chaboy, and I'm going to start going through these real quick, so fucking it's not even showing me the thumbnail at this point, so I did see the thumbnail for a second, but I'm just going to test this one out. So this is just drift track. Most tracks that are called drift track are not worth keeping, but again, I bookmarked all these jobs possibly for a reason. A lot of them I might have just like seen on Social Club. Back in the day, I would just search drift track, and if the thumbnail looked decent, then I'd bookmark it and never remembered to delete it if it sucked. So it's kind of where we're at. Gonna be a lot of these like arena type jobs with these huge green walls blocking out the rest of the map. Okay, this is vaguely familiar. So it looks like choppy outside lines and rounded inside lines. This is very lazy as far as tracks go. The builder just really... Yeah, that's kind of cool. I kind of like the loops with the bushes. But again, those choppy brick outside lines are just so lazy. But I mean, honestly, I don't hate it. I think a lot of people would hate this. I don't really hate this. You know, you come full send into here, you could fit a lot of cars in a train. It's not really the best looking with the tires on the inside, and I mean, you can see there's just big cracks in the ground. I think my favorite visual in this job is probably these loops with the bushes on top. It has a really kind of like a post-apocalyptic feel to it. They're not like perfectly lined up on the tubes, but whatever. This is not the worst drift track I have. Okay. See, it's tough because it sucks, but it doesn't suck. Like, I don't know. I should come up with a rating system so I could, like, mentally gauge, okay, is this a 5 or less, deleting it. I don't know. That's probably less than a 5, but I don't really want to... I mean, it's not terrible. Like, my goal is to delete terrible tracks, so... Okay, to drift track. It's not terrible, but it's pretty shit. Let's see what we got next under drift track. Yeah, anytime a job is just called drift track, it's probably shit. There's fix-its. Ooh, this looks familiar. Interesting. There's checkpoints. It looks like they just go to the exit. Okay, drift track. Of course the track is on. Okay, I definitely remember this track now. This track... Man, I used this track on some of my really early videos. Oh, shit. This is like Stance Schwarzer edit days. It's really kind of like a surreal feel, just being like up in the middle of the clouds, kind of raised up above. Where are we anyways? Let's see the Vinewood sign. I think this is over the Oh yeah, definitely remember this job. This is from the early days. So like A, this track's better than the last one, and B, it's again just sentimental for me because I shot some of my earliest videos on this track. So I'm not gonna delete this. Probably never gonna use it again, but I think I'm gonna keep that one. Now that I'm thinking about it, like that's probably as old as the last one we ran, so I'm good just deleting that other last one at this point. Because who needs more than one all caps drift track, right? At least then I'll know which one it is. Wow, look at all these drift tracks. Stupid. Sorry, Jake Chaboy. Yeah, RELX. RELX 18. Alright. Yeah, I'm keeping the RELX, but I'm deleting Jake Chaboy. Okay, what is this? This looks like Mashhead Airport. It looks deletable, but I'm gonna double check real quick. Set to supers, so he might have expected people to be running Banshees. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna try and switch it up car-wise every job if I can. Oh my god, look at that ramp to the sky. That's terrifying. As in, probably not a good sign. Okay, so we are in the dirt, facing away from the track. I'm assuming this is the track in the sky. There's a huge jump there for some reason. This is really ugly. Oh god. Yeah, this is a bad sign. I think maybe back in the day it was like, I can get up this hill and then stance once I get to the top. But god, this is so steep. Why did he do this to us? Okay. Tire walls. Also not a good sign. Seems like the checkpoints are just taking me away from the action, but... What's your goal here, buddy? Yeah, the checkpoints are leading me to the outside of his space here. So, I believe this is the entry here. I am like 99% sure I'm going to delete this one. Just floating tire walls. And maybe I should have named this stream like Bad Drift Track Tour. Okay, I got options here. I'll take the left. There's zero flow. Okay, we got some walls up there. I mean, unless I'm just not hitting this right, but that's what she said. Wait, that's what he said. Wait. How do I get over to where those better walls are? Zero flow. I'm not sure what this guy's plan was here. Let's do a huge loop around a tree. Back out. I feel like I might have saved a lot of these jobs with the idea that, like, oh, I could use this for a video. Like, maybe I just want a video of 4 Schwartzers looping a tree. I don't know. Is that a track over there? I think that's just a circle that you can get into. Yeah, this is absolute dog shite. So, there's no reason I would ever want this, or ever want to run this again. There's a big pad over there. I almost landed in the water. The one secret exit takes me outside the fence. Okay, we're done here. Because I don't care enough to even respawn. That's a bad sign. I'm gonna start an open party real quick. Might make the audio a little bit better for the party, or for the vocals. Also, maybe we'll get some bros that hop in it. Get a little. I'm gonna start a closed party just for the sound quality. It's Frig Bros. Nah. Okay, that was Drift Track 2. Worthless. Back to the drawing board, buddy. I forget what the name was on that even. How many episodes do I have? Oh my god. Episodes are gonna take so long. This is probably a part 1, by the way. Okay, so it was this one. Mashing Head. Sorry, not sorry. It's absolute crap. Okay, Drift Track 2. That's Nissan Crew. Wow, this is one of Nissan's really old jobs. I'm keeping it. RELX. Drift Track 3. I wish I could recognize it from the thumbnail, but I can't. Let's play around in the Drift Track 3, because RELX is hit or miss as far as really old drift tracks go. I'll probably delete it if I don't have any sentimental attachment to it. Just in case you're broke and have 0 ammo and you need to stance. We got ARs for free. So that's good. Oh god. Okay, so it's like below ground level, which I don't hate. Oh, there's a little jump over there. Alright. How do I get to it? Here? The jump that goes to nothing? What the hell? Well, I guess I could have seen that coming. That's so unnatural. Why would you make a jump to nothing? And that's back to the start, so... pretty bad. Yep, gotta say, this is pretty bad. It's almost like the airport froze over and somebody like scraped a drift track out of the ice. I can almost remember running this with people. Where does the jump go? And that's a good question. Where does the jump go? The answer is nowhere good. Yeah, I'm deleting this. This sucks. Also, like, is there any way he used 200 props? Doubtful. Yep, that sucks. That truck sucks. Oh shit. So that was Drift Track 2. Wait. Oh no, which one was that? That was this one, Drift Track 3. Yes, okay. Drift Track 2. Okay, I do remember this one, and I actually think that I might have made my first drift video ever on this track with Import, Drift King. I think it was just the three of us sliding Banshees through this crazy track, so gotta keep it. Okay, War Guide, Drift Track Custom 3. This looks terrible. I do remember making a video on this. It's literally like one corner and a S-curve and the end. I don't need this. I already know. Drift Track. This is Nissan's. Huh. This is not. Oh god, why does it. It's kind of squirrely how the menu does that. Drift Track 2, Drift Track Custom 4. Looks like some Mario Kart ass levels, but allow a Joe Bryan track. You know. Let's test this out. Let's test out this Mario Kart looking ass track. I thought it wasn't gonna let me play it for a second. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Oh no, the boost on go is so serious. Yeah. Ooh, I remember making a video on this job too. Man, some of my earliest bookmark jobs were just called Drift Track, like total randoms. This one actually has some flow. Like the walls are super chunked out, overlapping and ugly, but I don't know if you can tell, but it does kind of like a cross. It's like a cross traffic section in the middle, so like once you pop out of one section it sends you into the other. It's kind of like a big squirrely figure 8, so there's like two sections up there and there. Again, I find it hard to believe he used 200 props for this, but maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it was like 150 for the P3 version. Like, these probably are P3 tracks. God, I wonder if this would run better the other way. Maybe. They're just such sharp corners. There's like no time to get doors here. Especially with the drift tune, because, you know, you're trying to hit them big sweeping corners. So this is really kind of just sharp corner, quick hairpin corners. I don't hate this, but will I ever use it again? Doubtful. Is there any sentimental value? A little bit. Ooh. Yeah, this is a tough one because it's pretty shitty, but I think maybe my second drift video I ever made might have been on this. Drift track custom 4. Do we delete it? Probably should. At the same time, we've already deleted like what, 4 or 5? I don't remember. We're doing pretty good. Oh god. Oh, where do we go? Wait a minute. Oh, there's other drift that shit below the rest of it. Oh, because there's a space. Okay. Drift track custom 4. I think that's what we just ran. I have worse drift jobs, honestly. Let's test out Joe Bryan's. Joe Bryan, no! Let's see what Joe Bryan had bouncing around in his imagination. So some arrows say go left, some of them say go right. We're going left. Is that a clipping zone? What? Wow, this is not bad. And look at those wonky ass green ramp walls. Oh god, I thought I was gonna hit the wall. How many props did he use just on those huge green walls? Maybe not that many, maybe I'm tripping out around maybe like 10. Yeah, this is not bad. What is this back here? Maybe this is just a starting grid? Dang! There's no blow up. Dude. Why is this blue? I don't know. So this is fully an FD line. That's kind of interesting, because this is also probably at least 3 years old. I'm already disqualified, but you know. Not sure if these red and white sections are supposed to be flipping points, but I think so. And it's just got like wall proximities there. Imagine running a comp on this today. Where do you even judge from? Maybe this is like a FD practice track? Got a spectator? Who's spectating? Oh, J-Bugs, what up? J-Bugs. Sandman J-Bugs. No question. Well, I'm in the party as well, so he won't be able to hear me, but that's okay. feel like I'll get distracted quick if I start talking to people, so I want to stay focused just so that I can delete as much jobs as I possibly can within a short amount of time, because I'm probably going to have to cut this short in another hour or so. And I've made it from the D's to the D's, no pun intended. No pause, infinite Diddy. Are we just gonna start saying Jay-Z now? Double Jay-Z. No pause, double Jay-Z. For the record, I always thought Jay-Z was whack. Okay, well, this track is like running pretty smoothly, honestly, so I think I'm only still running it because it is smooth, so I'm just gonna hop off it. And as much as Joe Bryan had his, oh god, yeah, I'm just gonna keep the track. Feel bad for leaving J-Bugs hanging, but you know, I'm on a mission. Wait, okay. Have we? No, we haven't deleted that many. Nissan's tracks just take up like half of 2 different pages, so. Okay, so drift track replica. I wonder what he replicated with that massive cone and those crazy green ramp walls. Drift track, no race, Shoko, Fiskrem, Icecrem, I can't tell. We're gonna test this one out. I'm just gonna say 90% sure this is shit. Sports classics, nice. Nighttime, oh no. This shit is on full display. Confirm settings. We got J-Bugs on it. I kind of want to go game chat just to let him know what the hell's going on. So yeah, let's just do that real quick. J-Bugs, what up? Hey bro, I'm just deleting old jobs at this point, so I'm just running a bunch of like really bad old drift jobs. So you can keep up with me and run these if you want, but 99% sure they're gonna suck. So just a warning. Had to warn him, you know? Feel bad if he's thinking like, oh, Blunts is running drift tracks. They're gonna be great. Not today. Not today, J-Bugs. Not to freaking day. And it's raining? What? Should have checked the options. Oh, man. What did he drive? Is he getting a new Banshee? Yeah, he is. Alright, well, the rain might help. Yeah, I hate those tires. Like, that piece just hooks onto your car. Okay, so apparently we gotta go in there. This is terrible. That beeping, dude. Like, there's no way he didn't add that. This is like hell. If I was to tell Nissan, like, build me a drift track hell, he would make this. This is so bad. Oh man, this is so bad. Alright, I gotta tell J Boogie, you know, I gotta let him know, like, this might be the worst drift track I have. Yeah, bro, this is real bad. This is drift track hell. Like, the rain, the siren. he used just about every track piece that'll like grab your car and mess you up. The walls that are super chunked out. This is just real bad. Alright, well, I'm definitely deleting this. I hit my limit on bookmark jobs, J Boogie, so I gotta delete a lot of old stuff. This is going for sure. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave this job and start the next one, bro. Like I said, if you want to keep up with me, you can run some shitty old tracks. I got a stream up too, if you want to hop in the chat on that. Maybe you can vote, tell me if you think one's worth keeping or not, something like that. Alright, I'm out of here. What's this one called? Drift track, no race? Yeah, this one's getting deleted. God, the sound on that alone was just horrible. Horrible. Keep it, it's a clean one owner. One owner. It's clean one owner, yeah. I think that one person has only ever ran that before, Iba. The goal is to delete bad jobs. So this is essentially like I have a collection of just various jobs, a lot of which are shit. Did you know, Iba, that you can bookmark too many jobs and hit the limit? Because that's what I've done. That's where I'm at. I've got gold in here, just hidden in just piles of just shit jobs, like that one. Okay, drift track replica. I think you have to play the game. Shit. It won't tell me more than the first, like, 15 characters on my screen. Okay, this one I definitely remember getting lots of videos here. Sentimental value. What is Drift 2 by Motor Mini? Motor Mini had some bangers back in the day, but they might just not apply these days. This one's Drift 2. Interesting. Confirm. God, I can't invite from last job. I'm gonna shoot J Bugs an invite just in case. Of course, my friend list is not working. It's just bogged down. Alright, sorry, J Bugs. He doesn't want this anyway. It's too bad. It means all of Nissan's tracks are out. No, LOL JK, yeah. Some of the only... I mean, there's like 5 track builders that I'm just not deleting any of their jobs, no matter how old they are. I gotta have the full collection. Alright, let's see how bad this one is. Wants me to go there. If it wants me to go there, then I'm going there. Okay. To the end of the pier. Okay, yeah. To the end of the pier. I can see a little bit of red poking out. Where's this taking me? This is not a bad idea. How bad is the track, though? That's the question. That was kind of a smooth little ramp into what would have been water. Wow, he stacked those tires like 4 high. Motor Mini had something going on. And I don't know if it's going to be relevant today. I don't think so. I mean, at least it doesn't have tire walls, but it's just so basic. Either you would get on, but you have to go all I see is SH, so I'm just gonna assume it's it, but you have to go shift, and it's gonna take a while. I would get on, but I have to go shave my nuts for undisclosed reasons. I would get on, but I have to go shovel snow. Okay, well that's not what I would have guessed. Man, sucks to be you, shoveling snow. Nah. I am glad I don't have snow. I don't know, this track sucks. I mean, it's not absolute dog shit by any means. Like, there's definitely some cool stuff in this, but I don't see a need to ever run this again, or show anyone this, or use this for a video, and I don't have any sentimental attachment to it. So, Drift 2 is out. Shit, what am I doing? Yeah, you gonna go shovel snow for many hours, Saiba? Also, are you using like a giant truck to do this, or like a snow shovel like a normal person? Man, imagine if they had a snow shoveling mini game in GTA. That'd be sick. Mr. Plow update. Okay, where was that? Drift 2. Yep. Sorry, but don't need it. Don't want it. Don't got it. Never did. Okay. Drifting. Did I already? Oh, that's not. See, that was not a Nissan track, but if for a second it said it was. Simao Alejandro. Alejandre? This looks like a nightmare. RELX. Okay, I'm gonna hate this, but I'm gonna test it. I already know I'm gonna hate it. I think almost everybody would just delete this, but we're gonna test it, because why the flip not? Because you can already tell it sucks, you say, because you're wasting time even testing it, you say. I beg to differ. Hey, look at that, we got to the end of my drift car list, at least on the right side. Let's skip back to the left side. We're only running Drift Tune on these two, just really to test the relevance. Look at that glowing anise badge, it's beautiful. So this is just actual stunt track. Like, this is the kind of thing that would have been impossible to drift on with stance drift cars. But it's like kind of doable now. It's still really sticky. Like, why am I going in a straight line for this long on a drift track? For the epic reverse, bud. Good. Nobody needs that much of a run up for anything. Drifting. I'm not drifting, bro. I could see this just being ran as like a race. I could see this being like Emrys versus Wagner, you know? What's up with all these stupid straight lines? I'm drifting, I'm drifting. I don't recognize this track at all. I don't know if I ever even ran this track. Once I get to that incline, I might recognize it. It's like vaguely familiar, but okay. Don't know if I remember this track at all. This is the kind of track that looks a little bit better when you're looking at the thumbnail, but when you get on it, you're like, this sucks. Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember coming up this hill the other way. Yeah, that is like such a sharp bump when you get to flat. Like, this is super old. This is a super old track, but it's like really only usable with the drift tune. It's not really that fun, even then. I guess maybe Stan Schwartzer could get around some of these corners, but I feel like a lot of the other cars would just grip up a little bit too much. I'm still going. I kind of get the feeling that these checkpoints are actually going to take me to the finish line, and then it's over. Like, maybe this guy had made some races, and he's like, ooh, but I can make like a drift layout in race format, you know? Oh, it's 2 laps. Frig this. Yeah, I'll give him like a B- for effort, but this shit is not relevant, if it ever was, which it wasn't. If there was ever a day to be a judgmental hater, it's today. Because I only want to keep good drift tracks. I don't need bad tracks, I need good tracks. What was that shit track called? Drifting. Okay, that sucks. Never running that again. I hate it. Okay, we got another drifting, but it's by RELX, who's hit or miss when it comes to really old jobs. Ooh, forgot about that. Let's test out this drifting. It's not very promising, but I'm gonna play around with it either way. I want to just run it in noon so I can really see it in the light. Wow, I can't believe we haven't gotten further than D. Been doing this for almost an hour and I'm still in D. Oh. I remember this one. You remember this one, Ibo? You see that ramp? Yeah, this is like... If you don't remember this job yet, you will. I don't hate this. I've run this job a lot. We ran this a lot with, say, Schwartzers and... Frig! Banshees. This was like one of the early good jump drift tracks. Like, I feel like we might have had like best trick contests on this back in the day. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Yeah, there's some flow to it. It's basically just a jump with a landing into a drift. I'm gonna try and hit one decent trick on this and then leave, but I'm keeping this one just cause, you know, sentimental. RLX, you know, hit or miss, but just doing what he could with what he had, and I'm almost positive this is a PS3 track. Okay, we're gonna cut this one a little bit tighter, maybe not that bad. That was kind of the thing to do, you know, hit a 360 and land in a drift. You do it clean and you win the comp. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try and do something like a little bit trickier, maybe spin the other way, I don't know. The whole setup kind of sends you into a really specific trick, so... See if I think somebody might have like won a jump drift contest back in the day just for rotating the opposite direction. Yeah, I think Monster won this just rotating the other way. Let's see if I can get it in 2024 with the drifting. Can I do what Monster did in a Banshee in 2018? Dip. Okay, I think I need to go a little bit wider on this first setup jump. So I need enough time to rotate back. Alright, okay, I can get that, I'm gonna give that one more shot. I really shouldn't be spending more than like 4 or 5 minutes on each of these. That's way more than enough time to test the track for quality. No. Okay. God, imagine a time where Monster won drift jump contests. All right, counting it. In your face, Monster. In your face. Keeping it. Keeping it. Should have checked the name of that one. It's one of the drifting or drift track or I don't know. God, I wish it would leave me on the page I left off on. Who remembers the days where once you switched from the first page, you couldn't get back to the first page? Is that just called drifting? Okay, well, I only have one drifting now. Kind of sucks too, because you can't tell what it is from the thumbnail. If you'd have done just like a zoomed in shot of the jump, it would have been like, oh, that one. See, drift montages. I don't think I'm gonna delete any drift montages tracks. Like, oh, Jesus, just tire wall hell. Yo, actually, let's just play around with this drift montages track, because, like, the first time I went through, like, character to D, I was kind of like, I'm not deleting any drift montages tracks. But I didn't really go back and test any of them, so I might just be assuming they're good enough to keep. OG drift montages. I mean, this is already a million times better than a lot of the ones I've deleted. I haven't even gotten on the track yet, but I already know. Like, wait, did I go the wrong way? I think I did. Rigged up. Okay, I see. So I go here. Looks like I'm probably... Oh, this looks like an Ebisu. Why didn't he just call this Ebisu? This is good. I mean, it's not great, but it's good, you know, for the time especially. I can't really tell when this was made. Yeah, see, I like these green walls. I like that angle. It's a forgiving wall tap spot. With the drift tune, these are like really extendable big corners. It's really simple. Like, let's see. It might be my least favorite approach to an Ebisu wall, but, you know, this is not a bad track by any means. That's a little awkward, but maybe I'm just hitting it wrong. Yeah, see, I would run this today, like in a drift lobby. Look at that, there's spectator booths and everything. Let's see if I can hit this Ebisu wall approach a little cleaner. Yeah, this is actually really not bad at all. It's got the blimps with his name on him and everything. I love these smooth green walls that don't just totally bounce your car out of control. Perfect for little scrapes. Nice extendable long straight there. Come in for the approach, cut it a little tight. Scrape a reverse out of it. Kind of ugly. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping this. Wait, what's it called? Drift Montages DT. Yeah, this is a good job. It's small, simple, but, you know, that's called maximizing prop efficiency for back in the day. God, it is rainy in game and IRL. How about that? Okay, Drift Montages DT. Why didn't you just call it Ebisu? Drift War. No, that's that one. Okay, Drift Pro by La Puenta. I don't like this just looking at it. Don't like it one bit. I'm gonna test it though. Because, you know, it doesn't look like those are tire walls. They might be. If they are, I hate it. Send a quick text real quick. The sweet dissociative. It's her last day at work before Christmas break. Alright, we're running wide body, which might be a good option here. It's raining, which probably won't help us these tight little wall corners. How do I get on the track? Alright. Okay, this looks familiar. Maybe I'll get all the way through the D section before I gotta cut out. Oh my god, it's a tire hell. Newsflash, there's tires everywhere. Alright, so bro is just working on track flow. Yeah, I mean, it's got some flow to it, but it might just be anti-tire wall. I have a little bias against the tire walls here. Yeah, I don't want this. Don't like it. Don't need it. I'm gonna delete it. Okay. What was that one called? Drift Tire Hell? No, it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. Drift Pro. Okay. Whatever, buddy. Drift Haven. Wow. Oh, this was actually sick. This was like a crazy downhill toge. With a ramp back up. Yep. Keeping it. Humble beginnings. Yes. Keeping it. Wait a minute. Rookie comp? This is one of his new ones, I think. Interesting. No spaces. Tandem Oasis. I mean, I'm just keeping those. Drift montages, I'm keeping it. I mean, he's not going to put out some bullshit. Toge D's not. Dual event track, okay. I do remember this. Oh, Black Sheep TV on YouTube. Look at his description. And his name's YM212. Okay, so he might have gone on YouTube, learned a couple things, made this, and then like credited who he learned it from. Let's test this out. Dual spot. Let's see. Let them pop up, so yeah. checkpoints up there. Okay. Oh wow. I shouldn't have left the weather to current because I can barely see the track. Oh god, this is not easy. Oh god, I'm immediately lost. How many checkpoints are there? 18? Oh Jesus. Maybe the checkpoints will help me find my way. I mean, there's just no barriers of any kind. So this is him basically just practicing some techniques he learned on YouTube, which kind of called. I don't remember this. Maybe I'll remember the bottom half, because again, this is a dual track. Does he have like a cool way to get down to the other one of these? Destructible walls? No, those are hard walls. Okay, so this is, maybe he got warmed up on the top, and now he's really getting it in the bottom half. I can't see where I'm going. This is not fun. For some reason this reminds me of like that scene in Lord of the Rings where they're like following Gollum through the bog. There's like dead bodies under the water. So follow the lights. Frodo falls in at face first. I think that's what I'm about to do here. If I could just keep my camera up, I might have a little bit easier of a time, but and I can't really anticipate either way where I'm going. What if I finish the race? If I can. Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ah! If I finish the race, replay it in clear weather. It's like, I think this is like kinda bad, but if it's kinda fun without rain, then maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. What's this called? Dual event. Dual event track. Means you can have two events going on at the same time. It's amazing. I'm not even gonna worry about the checkpoints, because I'm not gonna finish the race this time. I just kind of want to see how it runs without rain. Maybe if the rain would dry up on the floor. Yeah, this seems like a situation where he used all his props on the floor and didn't have any props for barriers of any kind. Why is it still raining? Maybe it's set to be locked on rain. Did you ever think of that? I think it is. I think he's like, rain means good drift. Which, with stanced cars, might have been the case. At least on this size of a track. But you can't see shit, so I hate it. Just a couple barriers on the outside of the corners. Might have made that slightly better, but as it is, I hate it. I can't even see what I'm drifting. And we know it's not a changeable weather situation because that doesn't exist anymore, at least at this point. Where'd that go? Dual track. Dual event. Delete. Delete. Okay, well, we made it through the D. Onto the E. Oh, wow. East Vinewood BMX Park. Epic. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock. I'm probably going to have to cut out soon. Do I want to jump into the E's? God, there's so many episodes. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. We got 20 episode tracks. Wow. I think I'm gonna stop on those, but I did see a track on Instagram from Crossnick from like 3 years ago, and it was called The Hidden Valley. I don't remember running that for a really long time, and there was a kickflip element. And I was like, is that even... Okay, yeah, it still exists. I'm just going to play around on this for a minute before I call it on this stream. And I might do a part 2 on this type of series. I don't know, we'll see how it does. I'll kickflip the Remus. It's just going to be a little bonus for this video because I'm definitely going to keep this track. Just wanted to play around with it a little bit because I did not remember having a kickflip on a track other than the kickflip tracks until I saw it in a video. So wow, look at the ground just fluttering. I wonder if it did that on P4 or not. A little bit lost. But it's oh, I see, that's just a little bit of like top section. So you can either go where I went or do this. Oh wow. This is some early cross track. And there's the kickflip. Wow. So it looks like he learned how to do those a lot better at some point. How do we get back around to that? Okay. Wow. Okay. This is very difficult to actually hit a kickflip here. Let's see if I can get one. It's a really small jump in general. So straight? Oh, I see. So you could get a lot more speed forward. Okay. Didn't quite make it over to my wheels. Maybe if I hit the straight. This track's tricky because it kind of sends you into this area. And you don't really see it, especially when area we started in. Maybe it's that right back there though. So I think the idea is you can come out of this big corner with plenty of speed. Yikes. See, I think that's going to be too much speed. I think it just makes more sense to hit it from this area. Just kind of continue this little circuit, keep going for the same kickflip. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I think that leads you over here. I wonder where we got the idea for this layout. A little convoluted, but you know. You can tell them I said that. Oh yeah, just loops down this upper section. It's like a friggin' drift maze. Oh wow. I mean, when it comes to really old tracks, I mean, this is kind of like what all the shit tracks I've been deleting are up against, you know, like the bar was pretty high even back then. There's a lot you could do here. And I haven't even been back to the section I started in. It's pretty... Let's see how I can get back to the section we started out in. Okay, I'm just basically going backwards the way I can now. I wonder if that's the only way. ground is just vibrating. Let's go, Judy. Yeah, this is fun. I mean, this is the kind of thing you can just zone out on. Let's see, where does it go, though? Oh, wow. This just cuts straight back into it. Wow, okay. Yeah, it would make a lot more sense if I was able to just look at this area from above, but yeah. It blows my mind he did this with 200 drops, you know? Like, I would run this, like, next Sunday at an event, you know, the Hidden Valley Ranch. The Hidden Valley Ranch track. Cross probably hates this track at this point, but, it's not up for him to decide what's good and what's not. It's just old. It's just an old ass track. It's dusty, rusty, still good. Oh my god, that wall makes me think I'm gonna go straight there, but I'm not. Oh Jesus. Okay, I want to get one more good clean kickflip off that. I got one good one so far. Did not land in a drift. Oh no, I rotated the wrong way. That would have been good. Damn it. Okay, I gotta lean to the left. I'm not even gonna do the loop. I'm just gonna flip. Oh no, I gotta lean to the right, obviously. Fuck. To the right. Alright, count it. Count that shit, dogs. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it there. We made it through the D section. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. A lot of lows. No, honestly, even running these old tracks these days it's fun. It's fun running the drift tune with any track, you know, because it's like a totally new experience, especially on those old tracks. Like, it's kind of mind-blowing, like, how many old tracks were just, like, too big for the cars at the time, but now you can really push those limits with the new drift tune. So definitely one of the goals with this stream and with potential future streams I do like this, where it's like, you know, testing out some of those old tracks that were, you know, just weird or too big of corners or too difficult of straights to really connect with stance or even low grip tune. But, you know, let's try and find some old gems that are, you know, old tracks but weren't really relevant until the quality of the drifting cars could catch up with them. So yeah, on that note, this is Blunts out.